makes you wonder what the world's coming to.
Right, welcome to the basement. My name is Creepy Uncle Ray, and this is going to be a new venture for myself. Something I've been just plainly dubbing video pod stream cast game thing. I know that's not exactly the best name for it, but don't worry, I'll come up with something good. So I like to consider myself, and I've been told by more than a few people, that I'm an above average contrarian. And what I'm going to basically do is try and combine a video game stream with a podcast. And I'm going to have guests and have topics, and we're going to do this all while playing a video game. First game that I'll be playing will be Destiny 2, as you can see here on my screen. I enjoy this game a lot, and I know a good amount of people that do as well. We do play quite a bit, as you can see. I'm basically in endgame situation. Not that that's important or anything, but I do like to go full on intense, non-filthy casual mode, which is kind of dumb. But alright, let me switch out some of my weapons here. And yeah. Alright, so what I'm gonna do first off is invite in my first guest that I will have on the program. His name is Habegger. We are related by blood, and I am happy to have him on as our first guest. Quick round of applause. Welcome, Habegger. How are you?
Hey, thanks for the ice cream, man.
Oh, yes, I appreciate you accepting that and coming into the basement with us. It's also very nice of you. What flavored ice cream did you pick?
Vanilla.
Wow. It's plain as you can get, which is fantastic. So, Habegger, let me grab you real quick, and we will head and do some fun stuff. So, Hob, crazy thing happened to me today. And
okay.
Basically, the dumbest thing, too. And the person was quite rude, and I'm very frustrated by what happened. So, for those who don't know, which should probably be all of you, I work as a letter carrier, a.k.a. postal worker, a.k.a. I'm a freaking mailman. I hoof it out in the streets of... I'm not even going to tell you what town it is. It'll probably just get me in trouble. Just know...
Probably for safe
reasons. Yeah, thanks. Just know that I'm out there. So basically...
That sounds worse. That sounds so much worse.
Yeah, I apologize. I don't mean to sound creepy or anything.
No worries, guys. Creepy Uncle Ray's out there.
Yeah, I'm out there in my white truck that says free candy on the side. Or U.S. mail, whichever. I mean, one of them's written in blood, one of it's in paint, but I'm not going to tell you which is which. So, alright, so here's the story. Okay, I'm in a parking lot, picking up my lunch, getting back into my vehicle to drive away to go eat my lunch. And this woman not only pulls up in front of me, so I'm in the parking spot, she pulls up to me perpendicular, completely blocking where I was going, and I was about to drive, okay?
Right.
I had the vehicle in flippin' drive, and she just decides to pop in front of me, which is crazy. No, just total
like blocking you.
Yeah, just completely in my way. And she gets out and smiles at me, which at this point I was not smiling. Oh no, I was very upset that I was having my way blocked. And she comes out with 2 letters asking me, do you mind? I didn't really have much of a choice, did I, at that point? It was either take her letters or tell her that, oh, by the way, there's a collection box literally 30 yards away.
That's all that counts.
Not
You know what that
like
means.
30 streets away or 30 blocks away. 30 yards. Sam was frustrated.
like at the store you're at.
Yeah, at the store I'm at. Literally in front of the store I'm currently sitting in front of. So, I very graciously grab the letters out of her hand, slam the truck door in her face, and I yell the F word as loud as possible, knowing full well that my vehicle is not sounding. She did give a look back, but I didn't understand why she would even look back. I'm not the one at fault here, right?
I mean... okay, so... You're at a break, right? Now, there's really no way for anybody to know that you're in a break, except for...
I'm in a parking spot in a postal truck.
You're in a parking spot that's in a postal truck.
Which,
Are
if you've
your
ever
hazards
seen
on?
me... No, that's the thing. My hazards are not on. Usually if my hazards are on, that means that I'm doing stuff.
How do you like
It's
that?
Right.
somewhat important. Not.
There's an elite right here, too.
Successful sorting, as I come to
okay.
expect from you.
Oh, did it disappear?
Again.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Blocking somebody like that's like forcing.
Yeah.
That's not a do you mind.
She was
That's
forcing herself on me.
you don't have a
Outrigger.
choice.
She was forcing herself on me.
Which
I
is
did
usually
not
the opposite for you.
Yeah, it's usually me doing. Wait, what? Why am I agreeing to that? That's not.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's weird. Does it happen often in your line of work?
Honestly, I don't think I can go a whole month. Now, granted, a month's not a lot, and I'm working 5 days a week, but I don't think I can go a full month without having someone either swerve in front of me while I'm delivering their neighbor's mail, which is not safe. Not safe at all. Or, and this is the weird thing, is they'll stop me and ask if I can take the mail on like extremely busy streets and roads.
That's weird. I don't know. It's one of those things that's like, I think that people just assume you're just always taking mail because you're a mailman. And I think if I was to be like your boss, I'd be like, well, well, I don't know what your boss would say, but in my mind, it would be like, it's like, oh, it's part of customer service that you're providing. I don't know if that's something you guys aim for.
Customer service? I mean,
Yes.
it's high on the list.
Clerks do, right?
Yeah. Oh,
I guess-
yeah.
I'm going to the rig for the other event.
Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, I mean, obviously, having customer service be a top priority is the thing. So, what I did, probably not good. But I was technically on my break, my lunch break, which I do not get paid for. So as of that time, right then and there, I was not a postal worker.
Yeah, no, you're not.
I'm just a civilian who's being asked one of the dumbest things ever. Which I mean,
Now-
even if you don't know the area, you should know the area. And like,
How did she respond to the large F-bomb?
oh, she kind of gave me that glance, like, oh, I know what you said. Which I would hope so, because I said it really loud.
But then that was it, right? Like,
Yeah,
Nothing
because
else.
if she didn't move the vehicle, I was gonna hit it. Because I wanted to go and eat my damn lunch.
now could you have squeezed? There's no way you could have squeezed away.
No. The only
I
way I
mean,
would have been
you
able
were-
to do it was to go directly backwards through another parking spot, and that's doubly illegal. One, it's illegal to drive a postal vehicle backwards. It's hugely frowned upon for us. Okay?
Cause
Secondly,
does it have reverse?
safety hazards. Huge safety hazards.
Okay.
And if we're caught backing, it's like, Not good. So, second is driving through another parking spot. That's also illegal. Even though not a single damn person follows that rule.
I've never followed that rule.
No, I don't either. But God,
When it's
don't
the
expect
easiest
me
way to get
do
out of a
that.
parking lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I think that you are. You're not. You're.
Well, here's the thing.
I don't think you're not
what you're
wrong.
gonna say. I feel I'm 100% right. So.
Okay, well then it doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean.
Well, your opinions don't matter. Just as mine don't.
Your hand was forced. It's like when somebody walks to a room, interrupts a meeting, and says, "Sorry for interrupting." You're not really sorry because you knew what you were doing.
Right. That's
You
the
should
whole
actually
sorry
thank
not
them
sorry
for
phrase.
interrupting.
Right.
Exactly. Thank God Demi Lovato has come out with that song. Otherwise, I mean,
Well,
we
she
wouldn't even know
invented
how to
that just
communicate
like
about it.
Paris Hilton invented selfies, which I found
The
out about
selfies.
today. Yeah.
Yes, I just learned about that the other day.
I don't believe that Paris Hilton invented that. If I just want to throw that out there.
I think she can selfishly think that she invented the selfie.
I believe
makes
that's
sense.
yeah.
I'm reading signs of hive ritual activity, Guardian. Up for it?
So,
Handled this before.
so anything fun and interesting happen to you at all?
Really love this spot.
The basement flooded at my work, and it smells great in the basement.
As in smells great, you mean?
Yeah, it's really bad, and not much we can do about it. But that's about it. We had to hire an official company to do it, and all the people that had to move out of there seemingly have no idea how to do their jobs in other places. That's not true. Some of them do, but...
Portal destabilized. Ready?
So, I have to deal with those IT issues, but other than that, it's fine. Not that big of a deal.
Oh, that's good. Good. There's nothing wrong with
It's an unsafe environment where mold can grow.
that is very true.
Or so I am told.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Another day, another
That was
night.
quick. That was so quick.
well, that hunter helped
for
out
the
a ton.
hive.
I mean,
I've lost count
I
of your
get to
victories,
throw.
Yeah.
but
I
I
actually
know there
threw
will be
almost
many
3
more.
friggin' ults just to that one guy. So, yeah, mold is dangerous. Having to hire another company to be able to come out and clean it and all that fun stuff is not really fun at all. Complete patrols, lost sector, and Sirens Watch. All right, let's go back to Sirens Watch. All right, so let's talk about the whole Paris Hilton thing. I found that
Okay.
out through Twitter. How'd you find that out through?
I also found out through Twitter.
So it was a trending Twitter topic, you would say.
Yes, very much so.
All right, yeah, I do enjoy trending Twitter topics, so much so that I am going to... Oh, where am I? I am going to make this an official segment of the video pod stream game. Don't worry about the name of the thing. I'll get it. I'll get it.
I don't worry about anything
Oh, thank you.
in your basement.
Oh, yes. Well,
I always feel so safe.
safe and warm and cuddly. Where are you going? Come down here and do the Sirens Watch. To the thing.
The public event?
No. Is the public event coming up?
Oh, no, it's not. Oh, you mean the,
Yeah, just do the
Lost
regular
Sector.
challenge. Yeah, Lost Sector. All right. So, first trending Twitter topic. Seeing how we're in the process of playing a video game, let's talk video games. Let's talk
Where the heck?
specifically. Are you clueless?
I'm getting there. Yeah, I don't know how to get there. Oh, you have to go out the back, right?
Sorry,
Oh my gosh, this freaking hive are in my way.
yeah.
Classic hive.
All right. So, let's talk specifically one video game, and it's been trending a lot all weekend, and it's Battlefront 2, and EA not having a clue how to handle anything. The situation.
That's a mess, man. It's
yeah,
such
the
a mess.
situation is such a mess. First thing they do is basically tell everyone, look, we're only in it for the money because this is what we're doing. we're just going full on. You can't do anything about
Well, didn't they? Oh gosh, I'm gonna die. It's kind of crazy. I mean, my initial reaction was like, oh yeah, of course I have microtransactions. Big whip. And then when you look and the breakdown that was done and why people were getting upset, and you're just like, oh my goodness, this is insane.
This is a big deal. Basically, we heard at one point that they were top 7 out of 10 most negative posts on Reddit was everything that they had was about this specific situation, from microtransaction to the amount it would cost to unlock the 2 most popular people in the Star Wars universe. And for those of you that don't know, microtransaction is basically in a game. You play the game, you can only unlock so many things unless you either A, put in an absolute crap ton of time, or B, go ahead.
4,000 hours?
Yeah, 4,000 hours, which is roughly what it would have taken to open up everything in that game. Or,
yeah, that's crazy.
B, straight cash, homie. Like, like basically spend X amount of dollars to unlock something that they've already made and put into the game.
It's in the game.
Yep, they already have that there. It's already a thing. And they are making people pay for it again, which is a big no-no in gaming, especially
We hate it.
Oh, I hate it so much. And why shouldn't we, really?
I mean, it's been a thing that's gone around for a while. So again, like it's the industry. It's what we're used to. So when it came out originally, I was not surprised.
No, I wasn't.
It was
wasn't
when.
surprised either. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
It
You're
wasn't.
just
No,
saying that.
the microtransaction was not surprising. The cost of the microtransaction was, because what you would have to do to unlock the 2 most popular characters in the Star Wars universe, which is a big universe, you basically had to put in an entire list. Like, they obviously read the book The Outlier, because that's when 10,000 hours had to come into play to get these people these 2 characters open. And I'm sure there was a bunch of other stuff that you had to do to get things open, and they were just going they were just going all in on the microtransaction, to the point where a ton of people complained because people started doing our favorite thing in the world, which is math. And
I love math.
Yeah.
Probably use a spreadsheet too.
Oh god, the spreadsheet. You're my arch nemesis, your best friend.
I love a good spreadsheet.
Yeah, and that has nothing to do with spread either. It's all about the sheet for you. And
I don't know what that means, but yes.
and so eventually they just got to the point where enough people complained that EA said, hey, we're gonna knock the price down on all this stuff by 75%. Now, when this went into news, everyone's like, oh, that's really good. Unfortunately, they didn't read the rest of the statement where it said, we're going to knock everything down, not just the cost, but also the amount of time you have to put in. But it still equals out to about the same amount of time and money that you would have to put in. It's just the price is different. Because all they did was change the scale. Now, changing the scale is not what the public wanted at all. They really want it.
It feels like an old political trick, you know, that like a company could get away with like in the 60s or something. I don't know, it's weird.
What are you talking about? Trump gets away with it now.
No.
He totally does.
Our American savior, Trump. I just made a ton of friends on the internet.
And that is @Hobagger on Twitter.
I'm known for my political stances.
Right. So, to continue on with the EA story, next thing that happens, which is a genius thing,
Guardian, the Fallen are bringing
Disney
in their
steps
armory.
in, who is the
Again.
parent company
You think
of
they know better by now.
Star Wars, not EA or the other, I don't remember who was gonna. EA designed the game. I don't know who was it. EA as
Those
well.
caches. They never
Probably
learn.
EA.
Yeah. So
Teach them a new
they're not the
lesson.
parent company EM, but Disney steps in and says, "Hey, you better listen to these customers and take out microtransactions because if this affects our movie, EA is no longer going to be a company, basically." Which, if you are the biggest company in the world, which Disney I believe is, maybe Amazon, who knows,
Or Google.
or Google. I mean, look, they're all the same company, right?
I don't think so.
Well, they're
Not on paper.
Not on paper. They're all run by the Illuminati. But they step in and say, hey, if this affects our, like I said, if this affects our movie, which I don't know if it would have, it could have. And maybe, and I believe you and I talked about this earlier, where there were articles being written that people are saying, hey, what if this affects Disney's movie? Like, what if this affects Star Wars coming out?
I thought that was absolutely insane talk, because I just didn't see how I just didn't see them. I just don't see how like a microtransaction in the game would affect the movie directly like that. Like, it's very confusing to me when they're so separate.
I think it's someone just put it in Disney's ear saying, hey, these two could connect. And if that means that they can connect, guess what? That means you can take a hit. The last thing Disney wants to do is lose money.
You know what that?
I mean, I know Disney was anti-Semitic, but he loves money. He loves it. Right?
I don't think. No, he didn't do it for the money. Don't ruin my childhood and also my adult life, because I still believe all those
Because you go
things.
once a minute.
No, like 2 or 3 years apart.
Yeah. What? Look, our trip to Disney when I was living out in Florida was probably one of the funnest 2 days that I've ever had. But other than that, not really. Disney's a dangerous and bad company in my eyes. Because, like I said, they take all the monies. So, to continue more on the story, because this story is amazing. Basically,
Me too.
what we found out was that after Disney stepped in, EA say, okay, we're taking on microtransactions. We'll listen to the giant corporation that is threatening us, and we will get rid of microtransactions. Which all the people were like, hurrah! Yay, the nerds did it! We spoke our mind and it worked. And that's not the case at all, because it was really
it's all money.
Yeah, it's the gigantic company that basically threatened to close them down. And they said, you know what? All right, we'll take care of it. We'll make sure, Mr. Disney, that we are not going to screw this up.
I mean, it like stinks, but at the same time, like, it's kind of nice because that Disney had such an opinion on the matter, you know?
Yeah.
Extremely
No, it is,
successful sortie,
and I
as I've
guess
come to
in
expect
a
from
roundabout
you.
way,
Well done.
it
Again.
worked. Right?
Well, it's smart for Disney, right?
Well, yeah.
How smart does Disney look?
Yeah, the only problem that I've read about and heard about is that EA has also come out and said, yeah, after the movie's done, we're going to go back to having microtransactions. So they're basically
going to have all that content locked until the movie comes out.
Correct.
That's awful.
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm going to do a couple.
Okay. Let's see if our new party member just follows us around.
Party.
Yeah, we got joined.
Yeah.
Out the remote scan array of
Thanatos, yeah, that's hilarious. I didn't even notice.
Scan from any active guardian.
Yeah, actually, you know what?
So okay, so what are your
I'm
thoughts?
gonna call it audible.
Like,
I'm gonna invite him to the party. Hold on one second.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, this should be hilarious, because... Oh, I'm going to. Yeah, I will, absolutely. Not... now just to find him in my list of friends. There he is. Alright. What gun is that? Oh, yeah, okay. Thanatos. What's up, brother? Hey, quick thing before you start following us around. I'm actually recording live streaming right now. Do you mind being on? All right. Well, no, I do. Behaving yourself. I just want to let you know I am recording before I force you. Yeah. So we are actually in the middle of discussing a trending Twitter topic right now. Hobegger and I are talking about EA, Disney, and microtransactions. We've basically told the whole story on what happened and how EA only cares about money, and basically how Disney basically told the same thing. That they said that we only care about money too, but we care about money more, I guess you could say, because they want to make sure
they own the rights. So like if EA wants to make another Star Wars game or anything Star Wars, they have to go through Disney. And Disney was like, we'll pull this money chain that you're pulling along, and you don't have a choice because we own it.
They're not. People are not fans. Not fans of that thing.
I don't mind it if it's for cosmetic reasons, and a lot of games need it to like survive. But when it's like major characters that people think they're getting in pre-orders and stuff, like that is such a punch in the penis.
Jesus, that was way too much, but all right.
It's not nice.
No, it's not ideal. So
let's wait for the patrol, by the way.
Did we start that? Did you start that?
You started it.
Did I start it? Oh, was I busy inviting Thanatos in? Yeah. Oh, that way. Alright, so, the weird thing about the microtransaction thing is that, like you said, cosmetic things, not a big deal, because you can choose whether to have it or not. It's the things that are deemed necessary to win the game. Like a game that we play all the time, Hearthstone. Like, people think that it's negative, or absolutely positive they have to spend money to get what you
Well,
need
it functions like a card game.
Right.
Yeah.
It functions like a card game, but it's all microtransactions. Right. And the more you spend, the better chance you are at getting the good cards. So, has Blizzard figured out the way to kind of get around it, or is Hearthstone just the outlier type of thing? That's just one of those lucky things.
I don't think it is. I think Hearthstone got lucky because it was functioning like Magic the Gathering, and now it's not Magic the Gathering, and so people are kind of getting over how much money they spend. Which I'm sure if they spent $50 on Magic the Gathering, they wouldn't be in a set. They would not be getting the cards that they are getting in Hearthstone. I don't think it's the same, but I haven't done the numbers on that, so I haven't done the spreadsheet yet. Right.
And that's for the actual card game, right? The actual physical card game, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a physical card, yeah.
And
you get duplicates that you can't even reuse unless you sell them, right? Yeah, but like commons and stuff are wicked. You're not getting much for that.
I think that's everything the Resistance needed, and then some. Let's roll.
Oops.
We should fast travel out of this.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to the rig. I think would be best,
Sure.
because I know there's patrols over there. And then we can do the next event. That way, Thanatos, are you done with the events? That milestone? Perfect.
Great. I noticed by shooting.
All right, so overall, your
All this
feelings
event's
on
up here.
microtransactions go.
It's if it's cosmetic, I think it's fine. If it's really big game content, like
They never learn.
I have an issue with that. It's just, I mean, unless it's like an expansion, right? So that's not really a microtransaction, you know?
No, that's a lot more content. Right, you'll avoid like this doesn't have microtransactions in this game. That's the this. But
Well, technically it does. It's Glimmer. I mean, you can buy the
right,
the
you
Bright.
can buy silver, which you will buy Glimmers.
Yeah.
So there is microtransactions in this game. I don't know anyone that's even purchased any. Have you?
No, again, it's all it is very much cosmetic because it's all for like emotes and how your ship looks and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, and I like that's not really my.
It's all right.
I would not buy
No.
cosmetic stuff, even though I've done it once with Overwatch. I did it once. I bought the Halloween packs over a year ago.
Yeah, I bought in packs and that. Got the core, you stupid thing. This fat ass tank is in my way.
Yeah. Wait a minute. All right. So, personally, microtransactions do not bother me. The way that EA was going about it mattered a lot
I
to a
died.
lot of people.
There's so much, dude. There's so many. Like, I'm up. Alright.
Yeah, I don't know. So, see, again, like I said, it doesn't bother me. But,
Yeah.
the nerds raise their voice. You got?
It got enough negative attention that I think
That
they.
it sparked Disney's interest.
Yes, exactly.
Disney wasn't having it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Then turns into a crap show. But did EA even learn their lesson? Because now they're just saying, oh, we can bring it back after.
Guardian down.
I'm back.
What happened there?
My controller just disconnected.
Because it literally showed you running up the top.
I know. I was stuck running forward.
Alright, so. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. It was just kind of threw me off for a second. Not that it's a big deal. But so, do you think that EA learned their lesson?
No, absolutely not.
Guardian down.
I mean, they're gonna have to, right? Because the amount of bellyaching, I guess, is probably the most PC way to put it, even though I'm not really just PC stuff. Yeah, it just seems like they're just placating to the fans to the point where it's just like, yeah, we'll do this for now, but Disney can't make us do it forever.
Yeah, or they'll wait until it cools down and they'll pump like a ton of it into an expansion or their season pass, or they'll find a way to make money off of it. Who knows? It's just sad. They're not done.
No, they're not.
As I've come to expect from you.
And
Well done.
I pretty much agree
Again.
with what you're saying. I don't understand why you would waste so much time and energy complaining about it. I really don't.
Well, it's so funny because like all the people that really wanted that game because it looks really cool, and as IGN has reported, like it's like playing the movie, you know.
Oh, there's a
which is
high
pretty
value
awesome.
target over here. You guys want to follow me? Okay.
But I had no desire to get that game from the beginning. So like and that's the issue, is as I'm an older gamer, becoming an older gamer.
Okay.
Like, no, it's true though. Like that's like I can't play every game. I don't have time for that. So for me, like, I'm very choosy in my games. And then when all the complaining came out, I was like, man, I'm glad I didn't buy that game early or anything, you know?
Right. No, I trust me, I totally get that. So, but hey, live and learn, I guess, when it comes to that stuff. All right, so next topic. Let's move on. Let's just quickly hit this one. And this one, I have to say, maybe my favorite new term, and I'm hoping to use it in everyday life. Maybe every day. Just go full in. And it's called hipster racism. And yeah, this is what I like.
Yes, yes.
All right, so hipster
A real
racism
thing.
was, I'm not going to say it was coined by anyone in particular, but it's because of Lena Dunham. Now, if you don't know who Lena Dunham is, she is the star of Girls. She's also a writer. She also exclaims that she's a feminist and an activist and also a hipster. Now, what happened was...
There's a legendary over here now.
Yeah, I'm on it. So here's what happened. Over the weekend, Zinzi Clemens, who was a writer for the Lenny Letter, which is a publication that was run by Lena Dunham and Jenny Connor.
Oh my gosh.
I got you. Alright, I get it. Jeez. So basically what happened was Lena Dunham and Jenny Connor both come out and defend a writer on their staff who is accused of rape. And they, yeah, yep. As you know, the social climate with all things sexual harassment, or actually just sexual in general, has been really, really edgy. Like, really crazy the past few weeks. Basically, Hollywood is under fire. Every person you know, male, I haven't heard any females that have been accused, but, I mean, I guess...
well, yeah, with Terry Crews.
Yes, but he didn't name names.
He did, he came out and named her.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, that's...
I didn't hear that. I'm starting this
One
patrol
of our
right here.
scavenging crews was
Sure.
ambushed. Sending you a list of replacements.
So...
Hunting Guardian.
Ooh, cool. So, yeah, so Lena Dunham comes out, defends this person. I'm not gonna say he did it. I'm not gonna say he didn't do it. My guess is that if a woman's coming out, puts a specific name to it, and all that other stuff, my guess is they probably did. They're not gonna risk putting their name out there and it's not be true. Basically, and Lena Dunham basically came out and said that this girl made it up, and it's almost like a 100% chance that did do it. So, what really pissed off Zinzi, Miss Clemens here, is the apology that Lena Dunham put out, where it was the most half-assed apology. And when it comes to apologies, I think most of them are dumb. Just, you said it, say sorry. Don't even, don't come out with a public statement like they do.
We have to kill Hyde, by the way.
What's that?
We have to kill Hyde.
Oh, so what I'm doing now is pointless. Okay. Yeah, so just come out, say sorry, fess up to it, own up to it, and be done with it. Right?
I'd call that a success.
Simple enough. Don't come in with a statement. Don't come in with a half-hearted apology. Don't have your publicist do it. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Or I got another... And
we gotta get out of here, Peter. Get out of here. Damn, so sorry. We're supposed to use gamer tag names.
I don't have to. Oh, I'm dead. I killed myself. So she comes out half-assed apology. Zinzi Clemens comes out and says, "Hey, feminists, women of color, do not support Lena Dunham anymore because all of her hipster racism is offensive." She basically, and if you don't know what hipster racism is, it's the people who make racist jokes, but in an ironic way, like all good hipsters do. And so
I was gonna say, is that like being racist before it was cool?
I mean, racism, I think it's always been cool, right? No?
Nope.
No, okay, it's the other way. Alright, yeah. There's a chest up here. She goes on, and she, as in Clemens, goes out and makes this huge statement saying, hey, women of color, especially writers, you should come out and basically, hold on, let me get the actual terminology, because it is the word I've never heard of the word before, and I guess I understand it now. And where is it?
Okay. Yeah, I'm confused. Now, this is the lady who was saying that she was raped, or who is this lady?
No, this is the woman who says she didn't want people associated with Lena Dunham anymore.
Right, why? Because
she came out, defended a man for possibly raping a woman. Also for...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also coming out, giving a half-ass apology, and to the point where she was just so fed up with all of her other crap, she's like, oh, by the way, she's also using racism and irony as a crutch for all of her comments. Which, if you've ever watched Girls, still not fun. Never has been. I'm not a fan.
I haven't watched it, but I've heard good things about it.
Yeah.
I started Patrol it, so it goes this way.
Okay. There's a chest over here. Let's hope we can just get their permission to open them up.
You gotta ask. Talk to him for at least 10 minutes.
Jeez. Alright, so the word she used, Zinzi Clemens, called upon women of color to divest from Lena Dunham. So basically,
divest a word?
Yes, basically stop being invested in Lena Dunham, having Lena Dunham make money. Right, exactly. Very good, Christopher. I mean, Megan.
I'm smart, you know.
Yeah, I'm a woman.
I'm doing the...
No, I couldn't figure out which way direction it went. So yeah, she said divest from them. Basically stop letting this woman use racism as a means to make money when she can't even support women, let alone support women that work for her that are of color, basically.
Interesting.
Now, yeah, it's a fascinating look into, and the last thing I saw Lena Dunham in, and it was completely by accident, and it's not even a show I watched. She was in a story of American Horror Story Cult, the season that's on right now.
Do you ever wonder if the Resistance actually looks at the survey data we gather?
And
no problem.
Where are we headed to
now? We probably need to do another
public
event, right? Alright, so let's go to the rig. There's one there.
Alright, yeah. So now she was on American Horror Story, and it's a show my wife watches, which I'm not a big. I liked the first season until the final episode when I pretty much thought they jumped the shark, and I was like, oh, this is terrible, and I haven't watched it since. Now, yeah,
I haven't watched it.
Yeah,
Matt's watched most of it. I mean, my wife.
Right now, my wife is huge into it, loves it. Whatever, great, fantastic for her. I come and play these games and try to get internet views while she watches terrible crappy shows. Both of us have made our choices, and we're gonna live with them. Okay, that's just how it's gonna work.
And I will die in this bed I made.
Well, or this basement that I'm currently holed up in. So,
it's weird that this basement feels like just one big bed, though.
Yeah, I mean, I just hope that Thanatos enjoyed the puppy that he decided to keep. That puppy comes with great consequences, I'll just tell you that right now. No,
don't worry about it.
Yep, just smile and nod. Smile and nod. Oh, hey, what's up?
Hi.
We got another person joining the video pod stream cast game thing.
Yay.
What's up,
Yep.
wife?
What's up? I heard my wife a couple times, so I figured I'd find
Well,
out.
Hobegger was talking about bitches in his life, and I
Oh.
figured I'd talk about
My
you.
wife.
Wow. Nope. Not true.
That's exactly what happened.
It was
Don't
the
listen to
fault.
Hobegger.
That's
That's
not-
exactly what he said.
That's not. Welcome to the basement.
Thanks.
It gets uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's completely uncomfortable right now. Thankfully.
Hey, so Lena Dunham, she does
Guardian, the
hipster
Fallen are bringing in their
racism.
armory.
So
She
they're saying
does
she's a
it, yes.
You
racist.
think they'd
She,
know better by
yes,
now?
Right.
basically Clemens made a new word or a new
Teach them a new
phrase,
lesson.
which again I love. Basically claiming, Lena Dunham's was a racist, which is, I mean, apparently true. And yeah, she's running with it to the point where she's getting people to respond. And like I said, I was watching in her American Horror Story, and her acting just piss poor, just terrible. Like, I couldn't stomach watching her. But she was playing a feminist, which she claims to be in the show.
So I don't know if you know this. Do you know who she's dating? You'll love this part. It'll make you like her even more.
I do not know because I do not read them.
Well, I was checking it out the other day,
Okay. Yep.
and no, here's the deal. She's dating this guy who was a member of the band Fun and is currently lead singer of the band The Bleachers.
Was he the lead
And
singer?
yes,
Fun?
of Bleachers.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's Nathan something. This guy's like Jack, or I can't remember. But anyways, he helped co-write about half the songs on Taylor Swift's newest album.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yep. Yep. So, and he's dating her. So, there you go, buddy. Some fun fact for you that.
Oh, Taylor Swift,
Sure.
who is the epitome of like.
If you look at the way she to buy tickets for her show, yep.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm off.
Oh, yeah, are you? Where are you?
I don't know about it. I got knocked off by this stupid thing. So yeah, so there's a little look into the circle.
Oh, it's like my full circle of hate without it. It's amazing how that works out.
Taylor Swift's whole thing about like if you buy her products and register and follow her and use her stuff, you have better chance to get
Yeah,
in
take
her
her to
show.
a concert. And that was her reaction. Did she not pay attention to what happened with... No, this is her reaction to people, what do you call it? Ticket scalping. Her stuff.
Yes, that's
An
correct.
extremely
Which,
successful
I get,
story,
a
as
lot,
I've
like,
come to expect
Pearl
from
Jam
you.
back in the 90s did
Well
the same
done.
thing.
Again.
There's Bruce Springsteen just recently did it. And you know what happened? Everyone went out and bought his tickets and scalped them all for insane amount of stuff. For the private shows that he was doing, they were like $1,200.
Oh, the Broadway shows?
Yeah, I almost said 1,200 gold, which I don't think that's true.
I mean, maybe
Yeah,
somebody
it could
from China probably bought it for that.
Yeah. So are you done, Thanatos? You got all of that milestone done? Or you still haven't done Flashpoint milestone yet? I'm gonna guess you still haven't opened that yet.
I don't think I understand it, but I'm just gonna let it play out because I honestly don't think that this is a battle for men to be a part of.
No.
This is not a
I
fight we
totally
should
agree. Yeah. Why do you hate
okay.
men so much, Howbagger?
Well, they're the worst, and I know because I'm one of them. So
I'm not gonna disagree. I am fast traveling fast. It should
Flashpoint.
be Flashpoint Cade. I don't think you even have it, do you? You didn't have it the last time we had it. Yeah, we gotta do whatever that is to get that open for him, like now.
this douche knot guy is up again.
Where?
It's the wizard.
Are you guys still in the ring? Because I fast tracked them.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll come
Yes, we're still in the ring.
back. Alright. I mean, if you're a male in this climate, it's probably best to keep your head down and not get involved in any of this stuff right now, because it just seems like a bad idea.
Well, I mean, it's not. It's,
No,
I mean, this you can say some safe, politically correct stuff, but like, if you have a strong opinion about it, like, you're going to be in a tough situation no matter which side you're on.
Well, did
you know?
see that
Going against the whites is usually pretty good, you know, in society.
racism?
Yeah, it's super racist.
Yeah, dude.
I
don't
have
know.
friends that are white.
I'm gonna go ahead and
it's
say you
this.
guys are both hipster racisms because these are racist jokes that
Yeah, they are.
they're
Never
about
helps
race.
sleep at night.
I mean, if you wouldn't want to classify them as jokes because they're not funny, sir. Yeah. Oh, boom. Take your ball and go home. Jeez, we don't need it to play soccer anyways.
And your puppy.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. It's worrisome. I do enjoy the fact of all the people who are coming out like, I've never liked Lena Dunham. Like, I've seen that phrase more on Twitter in the past 6 hours than I've ever seen prior ever. Because there was even one person who was like, wow, it was only like, we were
What are we doing?
I don't know. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go turn in all my stuff, and then we're going to go travel back to the tower to get him what he needs to be able to open those flashpoints so he can get those done.
Alright. To Siren's Watch.
Siren's Watch. Excuse me.
Hey man, we're coming up on my, I'm gonna be home soon. It's coming up to my curfew.
Your curfew?
Yeah, that's just playing off the whole basement
time is
thing
yours.
and how I'm not supposed to be here.
You're not a child.
Ice cream.
You're just
It's also
a guy
it's
who
also
fell
a
into
hint
my
that
web.
it's also a hint that you've been going for almost an hour.
Oh, okay. Has it been that long? All right. So, all right, we'll wrap up the trending Twitter topics there. We'll just go with the two. So let's get into a game real quick that I've myself and Habeg have come up with, and I very much enjoy having Thanatos play this as well.
Yes.
Now, Thanatos, do you know what the onion is? Okay. Do you know what not the onion is? Right, it's not. Do you know what
everybody.
Not the onion is? Okay, Not the Onion is a subreddit
those ships aren't gonna fix
that's
themselves.
basically the opposite of the Onion. So what they do is put up ridiculous news articles with headlines that have stuff that you believe probably isn't true, but is. So the game we're going to play is Onion or Not the Onion. Okay? Now, let's make sure I grab the right stuff. Alright, so.
Right.
Correct.
So if you think it's true, you say not the onion. If you think it's fake, say the onion.
Alright. So I'm actually going to read two of them at once. And you tell me which one's the real article and which one's the fake article. Okay, so this is the headline. Texas woman killed after non-impaired driver taking breathalyzer test hits her. Okay. The next headline is, quote, "Just take it slow and you'll be fine," end quote. Drunk driver assures self while speeding away in stolen police car. Which one's the onion and which one's not the onion?
Oh.
Okay, Habegger?
I don't know. I'm gonna go reverse. I'll say that the other one, non-impaired person.
Okay, so you're
Killed
saying
somebody.
the Texas woman who was killed is not the onion.
Yes.
Okay. The answer is, Habegger, you are correct. That Texas woman was killed by a non-impaired driver taking a breathalyzer test. Crazy, right?
Wait. So, explain to me. Can you explain what happened?
Yes, I will actually read the article.
All right.
Not the whole article, but you know, the good stuff. So, Texas woman died Friday afternoon after being hit by a non-impaired driver who was taking a breathalyzer test while operating his vehicle. Alexis Butler, 18, was backing her car out of a driveway on November 10th when passenger side of her car was hit by a pickup truck. An investigation by the Arlington Police Department didn't find any track marks from the 31-year-old unidentified driver on the road that would indicate he tried to stop the car. The driver reportedly told police that he couldn't see Butler's car because his eyes were off the road while performing a breathalyzer test on a court-ordered device. You're straight up laughing at a woman's death.
No, I'm laughing at the idiot.
Right. Well, here's now. Quick side note. I think he's lying about. I think he's just like, you know what? If I ever get in an accident, I'm gonna blame it on the breathalyzer thing that they made me take because I'm.
Okay, so he's saying that him having a breathalyze put other people in danger.
Correct. I'm gonna take us to the tower.
Indirectly. Yeah, do that.
Okay. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, very much so. So yeah. Now this girl is literally 18. Barely makes it into adulthood. And
that sucks.
Perishes because someone who is clearly has already been arrested for DUI, then still keeps his license and still kills somebody even though he's not drunk. My question to you guys is, do you think he still should have had that, his license? Should it have been suspended? Because, let me tell you, they are not putting that type of machine in someone's vehicle, having a court-ordered be there, and having a judge order that this person take this and keep this at a zero tolerance, without him having at least 2, if not 3 DUIs under his belt.
I mean, I think they can do it for just 1, too.
They can, but to have it court-ordered to the point where it's mandatory for him to at least even be driving his vehicle, crazy,
But,
right?
like, this is the confusing part about this. Like, those things are supposed to prohibit the car from starting if they're
Correct.
set up correctly until he does a breathalyzer. So why was he doing it while driving?
Because they actually, I can read, this is going to go into another segment, which is reading Reddit responses. Because... Correct. I would agree
needs it
with
for
that.
his livelihood.
Right. Okay. So, okay.
Yeah, he's in timeout.
So there's been people, and this is from people on Reddit that have responded with, every 10 minutes, if the judge believes it is necessary for this person to blow into this machine every 10 minutes while driving, then maybe suspending their license is the wiser choice. So this person had every 10 minutes, because this person was drinking so much that they were basically saying that, yeah, this guy is going to get hammered in the course of just 10 minutes of him having started the vehicle to then being
Thank you for shopping at
just
Eververse.
wrecked.
Let's see what we've got for each other.
That is a fantastic question that I don't think I could even remotely answer. Like, I wouldn't know how to answer that.
Very curious.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I really
agree.
would-
That's
To crack open.
Wouldn't it just, that's what I'm saying, wouldn't it just be easier to say, you know what? You don't get to have a license anymore. Even if you
That would-
suspend
you
it
would
for
think-
X amount of time.
I mean, even if he was like, yeah, but then I can't make an income, and that's less taxes for the
Yeah, but guess what?
government.
This 18-year-old girl never gets to make that. And I
that's
know
true.
it's not
Can't
because
afford
he
to
was
let him
drunk,
run around.
but it was because of past choices in his life for being intoxicated.
Be brave out
You know
there.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a really, really sketchy slope. that you just... Oh, it's just disturbing.
Yeah, it's really sad and messed up.
Yeah. So,
Thanks for bringing it up.
no problem. I really felt like ruining your nights.
Ooh.
I am glad I succeeded.
I didn't know she was 18. That's pretty.
Whoa,
Yeah,
hey.
we all have wife.
Wait, is it one specific wife or just wife? Or- Oh, good. I'm glad you have one specific wife.
I don't want to be the one to
No, it's this is live, baby.
Nice
On the internet.
We're doing it live. All right.
Oh man,
All right.
it's gotta be. I mean, it's weird that we're all in agreement that like, it really. I mean, it depends on the area he lives. Like, public transportation can be an issue, but like, I just don't see how him having a license is better for society.
Clearly, it was not. It killed an 18-year-old girl.
Marcus, when I get off
Prime of
shift,
her
I'll
life,
meet you in
man.
Hangar 6.
She could have been
Use
anything.
Sparrow and get ready to eat crow.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think this machine does?
Correct.
And
Correct.
because he was looking away. Because guess what? You can't text and drive, but you can grab a tube that's
Okay.
connected to a hose, and then
Now,
apply it
don't-
to your mouth and blow.
I read more responses, and I'm not gonna bore you with exact, like finding it, reading
Details.
exact, right? But they say that the machine actually lifts up to your mouth, and the hoses. You basically do not have to look away from the road. It should just be you can just kind of maneuver your head over to the side a little bit, and then boom, you're done.
Everything Fenchurch sends is safe to sell.
Oh, jeez. Correct.
Not everything Fenchurch sends is safe to sell.
Oh, I'm not arguing. I'm definitely not arguing specific issues. Like this should have been.
Yeah, but
taken
like,
away.
okay, let's do devil's advocate. I mean, she shouldn't have been standing there.
Oh boy, she was backing out of her out of her driveway. So standing is not even an option. Let alone this is not even a path you want to go down.
All right, well, it was worth a try. It was worth one
No,
try.
no, it was not. No.
Oh,
it's
okay, well.
yeah, quite sad.
I got.
The
Maybe she shouldn't have lived in that house.
that makes way more sense.
She shouldn't have lived near a guy that was like that. Yep.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of guys. Well, it's Texas, so I'm sure they're all drunk and driving. I'm assuming cattle-driven cars. I'm not sure what goes down in Texas, but
Actually, it's whiskey.
all right. That's good for that stuff. All right. Do you want to skip anime chat, Hob?
Probably this time.
All right. Let's skip anime chat. What have you been? Oh, fantastic! I will definitely have you on as a guest again, Thanatos. So, Hobegger, what have you been consuming? What visual or what media have you been consuming the most lately?
Mainly anime.
Fantastic. Do you want to just share a couple of
Let's get started.
doing
names,
doing
titles?
Fairy Tail
Okay.
Fairy Tail. Trying to get through that whole series, and then another one called Nurse Witch Komugi R, which is a reboot from an
Okay.
Nurse Witch Komugi R, which is a reboot from an anime that came out over a decade ago. That they decided, you know what? Let's revamp this. We'll keep two of the same characters. Everything else will be different, and it'll still supposed to be a comedy.
Okay.
But it's not funny. It's not very funny.
Fantastic.
It has some really old anime tropes that they tried to like bring back, and it's like the old anime monsters, and it's just bad, in my opinion. It's just not. They couldn't make it relevant or do it differently. So.
Awesome. Anything else? Any other ones you want to recommend?
I'm not recommending. I'd recommend Fairy Tail if you're really into shonens. It's got some really great character growth over time. Some of the filler seasons are rough to get through, but the movies are both good from my understanding. But Nurse, unless you like magical girls a lot, if you really like magical girl animes, totally go watch Nurse Witch Kamugi R. You don't need to watch any of the other parts of it to get to it. It's totally separate, and I don't know why I've watched all the other parts of it either.
Awesome. Thanatos, what have you been consuming? I know we're kind of putting you on the spot here, because... Oh, fantastic. That was something I was going to talk about, but feel free. How many episodes do you have down?
Remember how you used to be able to watch the Prison of Elders on the news feed?
Oh, so almost half. Not too many episodes. Yeah. See, no, it's 13. Yeah, only a couple more, and you're right there. I watched the first 2 last night. So. Oh, jeez. So you're not one of the many that complain about the episode being too many episodes and being slow. Fantastic. Yeah, I was watching Hardcore, Arrow, and Flash, and I'm out on all of them. Yeah, go ahead. No, what's the expand?
The archives giveth, and the cryptarchs make it into something useful.
Okay.
Show them that they can't mess with us.
Your first day on the job?
Fight the good fight.
Okay, wait. What?
Oh, that sounds pretty interesting. Sounds like a political sci-fi thriller.
How's the acting in that?
They
showed those new jump ships on the news feed.
Awesome.
Oh, I thought about something else I was consuming. Sorry.
Oh, jeez. You know, there's no going back. If you get one shot.
Okay, never mind. Your turn.
No, go ahead. What do you got?
Hello from the Magic Tavern, the podcast.
Oh yes, fantastic. That is the staple. Oh, Thanatos, you are not going to be sorry about this at all.
I must document all I can remember.
Yes, yeah. The first Earth reference just slays, and it goes from there. So what I've been consuming a lot of podcasts. Hello from the Magic Tavern is one of the ones I've been consuming a lot of, but I've also been consuming Hollywood Babylon, which is Ralph Garman, Kevin Smith. They basically do celebrity news and their own crazy, witty, disturbing humor, which I find extremely funny. But I've mostly been consuming Netflix television shows. So Punisher, I'm only 2 episodes in, but like I said, I only watched the first 2 episodes last night. It was a busy weekend. But I consumed Mindhunter a couple weeks ago. Now, you guys know a couple weeks ago I missed the raid that we do on Destiny 2 because I had lost power. The only thing I could do was basically, my wife was working nights, one of my children was working nights, so it was me and 2 of my other kids just hanging out, and I was watching my phone, and all I did was watch Mindhunter. Every episode. So it was 10 episodes. I banged them out in like 2.5 days. and I have to say, it is one of the coolest shows. Now, if you don't know what it's about, back in the late 70s, it's basically based off a book that's called The Mindhunter, but that whole story is about an FBI I guess it's not a subculture, but just like a sub-department that basically went out and learned how to classify serial killers.
I could do that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
There's one. There's one.
Went sprinting past me. Yeah. So it's I can't recommend it enough. The acting is amazing. The psychology behind it, like if you're into psychology and learning about psychology, and kind of if you're a person who is like a people watcher, someone who likes to go and just kind of watch people doing stuff, like if you go out to dinner and whatnot, it's a must watch. It's fantastic. I like it a lot, and I can't wait for season 2. Spoiler alert: they set up a season 2. I know, I just ruined the internet for some people. But yeah, that's the things I've been consuming, and actually, that's basically gonna be the whole video pod stream cast game thing for this week. And basically, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep trying to do this once a week. If I get ambitious, which I know I won't because I'm super lazy, I'll try and do nights because it's the best way to get all the weekend wrap up, all the stuff that happened over the weekend, kind of get it in. I'm trying to do something different. I'm never going to do this on Twitch. It's only ever going to be on YouTube because I want it to stay there. I want that free entertainment to stay there. Plus, I won't have to go and do what Hobegger and I used to do, which was a regular podcast where we would have to sync it up to iTunes and a couple other different places that gave our stuff. This way, you just find it on YouTube, which is if you go to Creepy Uncle Ray 77, the basement will be on there. That's what this is going to be called. I'll have other streams and other stuff on there and highlight videos that I put up every once in a while. That'll all be on YouTube under Creepy Uncle Ray 77. So if you like what you heard tonight, hit the like button, slap on subscribe, and like I said, I'm going to be doing this. Not always going to have the same guests. I've actually already had requests of people that wanted to be on the show, quote-unquote show, and I'm going to try and get people in. Thanatos, it was great having you as a surprise guest, which I'm sure...
Yeah, man.
No, trust me, it was kind of funny because I didn't even see you get on. Hobegger's like, I wonder if our new party member would just follow us around. I'm like, what are you talking about? I never saw you pop up on the feed. Hobegger, thanks for being the first guest in the basement. I hope you enjoyed that ice cream. I hope the vanilla
delicious.
Flavor. Very boring.
Well, that's what you had.
Well, hey, you didn't have to take it. You could have taken the puppy.
I always take it.
Okay, this is really awkward now. I'm going to do a wrap up of the show now. So, yeah, like I said, every Monday I'm going to come out with this. And if you like what you heard, or if you have any takes on Lena Dunham, on EA and Disney, and rude people who cut you off in the line, if you want to play Onion versus Not the Onion game with us, hashtag Onion V... wait, let's get a smaller hashtag. Let's go.
Yeah, it's gonna be small.
Hashtag OVNO. No, that's dumb. Oh no.
Ovono?
Ovono? No, that's dumb too. Don't do that. Don't listen to anything I'm saying. All right. So, but yeah, hit me up at creepyuncleray77@gmail.com. Email me stuff in. Anything you want me to talk about. Anything you want to go over. I kept it tame for the first night. Trust me, I am a very... like I said, contrarian by heart. So if you have anything you want us to talk about, get a hold of me at that email address. If you want to follow me, I'm on Instagram at CreepyUncleRay77, YouTube, CreepyUncleRay77. You can find me on Twitter at CreepyUncleRay77. You can also find Hobegger for that one tweet a month he throws out there, at Hobegger. It's HOBBEGGER. And Thanatos, do you have a Twitter that you want people to follow you at, or do you not care? So that's THNOTOS, is it? TOS 51. All right, there you go. And like I said, that'll do it. Come back next Monday where who knows what we'll talk about. And I think I might have an actual underage person with me, one of my nephews or possibly a niece. Who knows? Make it real creepy.
Whoa.
Thanks again, you guys. I appreciate having the both of you on. Oh, no problem, buddy. And that'll do it. I probably should have played the music to escort us out, but I'm not going to. Because I am lazy as fuck.